And then, okay, now we're streaming. Oh, that's large. Let me just make that a little bit smaller. But how though? Do this. And that, oh no, it's too small. This is a fun game I get to play. Good enough. Hi, Josh.
What's up, Tressa?
Not much. Should we clap it in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Wait, hold on. I got a text.
Uh-oh. Yeah, text away. I could text too. La-di-da-di-da-di. Look at me.
Oh, you have a phone. Oh, it's just a fucking spam text. Thank you. Let's clap it in. No, put your phone down. Be respectful of
What?
me.
I'm sorry. Were you talking to me? What's up, guys? It's On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa. We are here today to talk about Man in the High Castle, Season 3, Episode 2. The episode is called Imagine Manchuria. Just imagine it. This is your one and only warning. If you haven't seen it already, pause this, watch that, come back. You're back. Welcome back.
Now that I'm recording.
Are you going to have trouble syncing this?
No, it's fine.
Do you want to do a second slate of clapping?
Yeah, but then we go right back in, okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Ready?
Okay.
Just clapping. Second slate right here.
Yeah.
That was a second slate pickup.
That's what that was. I'm sure.
Okay. What's up? What's up?
How's it going, Josh?
Keep on rocking in the free world. So like this episode was pretty fun.
You say that every episode.
We had a lot of stuff happen.
What did we have happen?
This show keeps it fucking moving.
Yep.
We have a return of Samson, that dude who we haven't seen in a long time. He was
at the hotel.
No.
Who's Samson?
Samson was a Jewish guy who like sat Shiva with Frank when his sister's family was killed.
I thought that they called him something else in the audio description. I don't know, whatever.
Oh, maybe they called him something else in this. But he was like smuggling art for the resistance. Yep. We've got kids putting up art and getting busted by the Kempetai for it.
Cool art.
Yeah.
Jules and Trudy are hanging out with Tagomi, just like all week slumber party.
Yes and no. They're hanging out, then they go hide, then they get captured, then they're in prison, and Keto's like, wait a minute, didn't I already kill you?
Ooh, what's going on?
And then Tagomi just goes to the general and is like, hey, get my friends out of prison. And the general's like,
bitches.
No problem, dude.
Thanks, man. And
no questions asked.
Yeah. And Keto's like, okay, cool, whatever, fuck you. But how is this lady alive? Because I killed her myself. Like,
and Tagomi's like, presto changeo. Obviously, it's a different person to dum dum.
But how though? Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. It's Chinatown. I did not mean that in a racist way at all. I just meant it in a movie way. Oh, God.
You're fine. Nobody thought it was racist until you started weirdly backpedaling.
I apparently have a really hard time not being racist. I'm sorry.
It's just a reference to the movie Chinatown.
So then... Okay, there's a shot, like there's all these battleships over by the Golden Gate Bridge. And
yeah, and the Japanese Empire is running out of fuel.
I was like kind of taking notes, so I don't know if I looked at it weird and I didn't want to go back. Were the warships way taller than the Golden Gate Bridge?
I think that they were just just big enough to pass through.
Because they looked like they were
But they were massive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they were
looked like
really,
they
really
were
big ships.
way taller than the road on the bridge. But I wasn't really paying attention. Anyway. You know what I was digging in this episode was the whole Smith family. We got
Yeah.
some blind items written about them in the paper.
Fucking that gossip columnist Thelma has some
Oh,
hot takes.
bitch. You know what? Thelma, why don't you come and talk to John for a minute? He's got a little a proposition for you.
Hey, Thelma,
Uh-huh.
what did you think of getting squeezed on one side? How does it feel getting squeezed on all sides?
Hey, remember how your husband's super gay?
And so are you?
I didn't catch that part. You want anyone to find out about that, would you? Because you know what we do? We're Nazis. We don't like gay people.
So
Thelma.
yeah, so Obergruppenführer John Smith is like, hey, it's no business of mine. I don't care what people do, but I would
I
like
don't
to
judge.
protect you.
Yeah, I need to know everything you do.
So you
all
just
the
report
time.
to me so that I can continue protecting you. Get it?
Hey, Thelma, how much of a dumbass are you? Just wondering, like, how much of a dumbass are you doing blind items about the Smith family? Like one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful family in whatever Manhattan is called right now. What are you doing, Thelma?
Well, I mean, obviously,
It
they
was a
are.
blind item.
So John Smith's family is very highly placed, but not quite as highly placed as George Rockwell and J. Edgar Hoover.
And they're getting her to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, so like there was a whole, we had a couple of scenes with George Rockwell. He is the Reichs Minister of North America or something like that. He is like the top dog in North America.
The guy that had the big dog who's talking.
He literally had the top dog because he is the top dog.
That dog was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This might mark me as something. I don't know. It has been my observation that people who love animals more than people
Oh shit, hot take coming in. Let's go.
are probably okay with a genocide if you just talk to them for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's all the like super duper shelter ladies. They're all like,
yes. If you look at something crazy posted on social media and then look at that person's profile, you will 100% of the time, not 99, 100% of the time, see postings about animals in need. They have so much empathy for animals in need, but like they would just drown refugees by the boatload if they could.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What is that?
I
mean,
people who've given up on the human race. That's what it is. Maybe not all of the human race.
Yeah, not the white ones.
But mostly like there's something hard in their heart, or maybe there's just something like disconnected that makes them not right.
Aren't we all not right?
Fair enough, but but some of us are more not right than others.
Well said, Josh.
All right, so yeah, the Smith family.
Helen really wants to talk to Thomas. She's like, yo, let's get a Ouija board. We'll do a seance. It's going to be dope. And John Smith is like, come on. Let's not be assholes here. Come on.
Pretty much. He's like, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't believe in that. She's like also seeing a brand new therapist.
Which, wow, they allow therapists in Nazi land. That was shocking to me.
This guy's like, I am a strict Jungian, and Jung was 100% Aryan.
We get it. You're a Nazi. Settle down.
She's like, great. I miss my dead son.
Hey, Helen, you know what? He's dead because of you. I don't care. You did this.
What?
She did this.
What?
She did this.
Because she raised him with those values?
That is correct. She's got no one to blame but herself and her husband. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? That was not a hot take. That was a full-on, real, truthful, not a lie take, if I'm going to put it succinctly.
Yeah. He did what he thought would make his parents most proud. He turned himself in as defective.
And you know that Helen's going to be like, maybe John Smith went through with the original plan and he's just psyching me out so I don't go find him or something. Because she even asked
You
him,
think that she
like,
thinks that?
Oh, yeah. I think that she's hoping that. I don't know if she actually believes that, but I think she's hoping for that. And that's why she was like, do you think maybe he's still alive? Because I felt like he was still alive.
I mean,
think
maybe
she's
that's like a
hoping.
parallel universe thing because we have,
Oh,
like at the very beginning of this episode, Tagomi and Juliana are hanging out while Trudy's sacked out on the couch. And he's like, hey, let me show you some pictures of my late wife and son. And when she touches them, she has a vision that is also a memory of her mirror self's life when she's married to his son.
yeah.
And she's never experienced that before, as far
No,
as we know.
but she's totally cool with telling him all about it. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's just the other place that exists.
Yeah. So
That's
they
not...
are deeply connected, as the man in the high castle knew from some stag reels he used to watch.
Yep. Those reels about deer.
Oh, dear.
No.
So, yeah, just getting back for a second to George Lincoln Rockwell and J. Edgar Hoover, who are the top dog Nazis in the North American continent, which I guess includes Canada and Mexico. We never hear about those places.
Yeah.
Any whoosies. George Rockwell is worried that John Smith is being groomed by Himmler to replace him. And he might be right. Or he might be paranoid.
It feels like it, but who fucking cares?
I mean, whatever. Like he's a guy who
suck.
Yeah. He's a guy who like did his job really well, and Himmler was stoked about it. And so whatever. Anyway.
Well, but good news, Josh.
Yeah.
John Smith's daughter just got her first period. Isn't that exciting?
She's a woman. Girl. Boom, 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 boom.
So I guess she's got to
be tested.
There you go.
Soon.
Yes. I was under the impression that this, whatever this was, disease or whatever, only carried to the male chromosome. And I guess I was wrong because they're like, everybody's got it. Anyone that has John Smith as a father totally has it, probably. But now we got to test the daughters to find out for sure.
Yeah.
That sucks. You just killed all your kids, you fucking dumbasses.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Wait, what else happened? Oh yeah. So then Helen's like, I'm gonna go talk to Alice real quick because I know she's the one that's talking to Thelma. So she goes,
right.
No,
Alice Adler, that's
up?
Dr. Adler's widow.
Does she live in their old house? That looks like
she lives
old house.
Back in their old town. I guess
Maybe
it's a similar like
cookie cutter
subdivision
house,
or whatever. Yeah.
She's like, yeah, could you maybe not be a bitch? And Alice is like, you killed my husband, so fuck you guys. And she's like, what are you talking about? Nobody killed your husband, you dumbass. And then they got into a slap fight. And then Alice started choking her. And then Helen grabbed an ashtray and killed her by hitting her in the temple, because everybody knows that in TV, if you hit someone in the temple or they fall on their temple, they die. Unlike that show From. Thank you.
So when Helen hits her, she's not holding back at all, because there's blood pouring out of her head and she's limp on the couch.
And her eyes are still open, but she is passed the fuck out because she's dead.
She's dead.
She's dead.
She's dead AF.
Yeah, she did.
So this is just yet another warning. Kids, don't smoke.
You guys, don't fuck with the Smiths, because you're gonna die.
Yeah, cigarettes are a gross habit. You're going to end up with some big clunky ashtrays sitting around. Someone's going to pick one of them up and hit you over the head, and then you'll be dead. And then you'll be sorry.
Correction, in the temple, not over the head. But yes, agreed.
That's how it works. That's how it works.
Every time.
So in San Francisco.
Oh, there's another show going on?
There's all sorts of stuff going on all over the place.
Tell me what else happened, because that's the only part I cared about. I want to see Helen kill more people.
Yeah,
I see Helen go. She's gonna like do a whole Linda Hamilton thing, and she's gonna be in jail, and she's gonna get all buff, and then she's gonna have like rifles and a robot friend, and they're gonna go and do justice.
That's the best explanation of Terminator I've ever heard. She's gonna have rifles and a robot friend.
It's accurate.
So yeah, okay. So
San Francisco?
Right. So some kids that were putting up those art prints around town get busted by the Kempetai. Keto's new lieutenant, who's like an American-born Hawaiian guy that doesn't even speak Japanese well, is like, so we arrested a kid and he turned over the criminal priest Hagen as the leader of their resistance cell, like immediately. And Keto's like, all right, get that guy, but be sure to take him alive.
Don't murder him, okay?
So the Kempetai goes and like they have a big shootout and there's an explosion, and among the bodies, they never find Hagen. And Keto is like, hey, you think it's cold here in the winter? Imagine Manchuria. Get this job done or you're going to be posted out to Nowheresville.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That storyline did not interest me.
What about Children and Ed going garage sale shopping?
I mean, it was adorable. They were going antiquing and I loved it.
Uh-huh.
And Ed is totally gay and I love that.
Yeah, Ed gets picked up by some dude in the neutral zone.
A handsome cowboy.
Hey there, partner.
Like, hello. Yeah, but that was the best part of that story.
Children has no reaction, it seems. Children does not care.
I mean, of the two, I'm shocked that it's Ed and not Children, but I'm all for it. I love it.
Oh, but we've seen what Children is into. He's into
feet?
What?
Feet?
Oh, maybe, but like that geisha, like there's like a woman dressed like a geisha.
No, I know.
And
but
he
you
just
can be
wanted
into
her
two
to like
things.
speak Japanese to him. That's true. You can be into two things as long as one of them is feet, apparently.
That is correct.
You could be into two things, the left foot and the right foot.
Yep.
Tagomi meets a lady who's painting on the beach.
Oh, yeah.
What was up with that? Hello.
I know. He's making tracks to a new life. Setting sail to love. Oh, God.
Come aboard. We're expecting you.
He's
It's to
doing
go me.
he's doing martial arts on the beach. She's doing arts on the beach. It is a match made in heaven or the beach or whatever.
Back to the beach.
Hey, call back.
Joe Blake. He's
What the
undercover in SF.
Oh, that's right. He's in that whole. He was in one scene this whole episode. I forgot what happened last time, so I was confused.
Okay, a couple of things happened
Uh-huh.
last time that I'm just going to remind you of.
Please, thank you.
One, he reunites with Obergruppenführer John Smith, and John Smith gives him condolences for his father, and Joe Blake says, also condolences to you for your son. And here we have a man who needs a son and a son who needs a father.
Oh,
They don't really have that relationship, but they don't really not have that relationship either.
That is perfectly put. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's not a perfect father-son relationship. So few are.
Deep.
So anyway, Joe, and then at the end of the episode, we see Eric Rader goes to Joe Blake's house to give him his travel documents. He's going to be traveling under the name Cinnadella. He is an Italian Aryan, and that's his cover name. And before the end of the episode, Joe kills Eric Rader, and then a couple of guys come out of the woodwork to like dispose of the body. And in this episode, we learn that that was the last place John Smith knows that Eric Rader was seen before he disappeared, because where the fuck is Eric Rader? Nobody's got an answer.
I think that I took way too long to watch this episode because I forgot all that shit.
Well, so anyway, so that's where we come from. And in this episode, we get a little dose of Joe Blake. He's in San Francisco under his Italian cover. Some German dudes who take him at face value, who work for, like, they're J. Edgar Hoover's men, so like don't tell them anything. They're like, welcome to San Francisco, like go have fun wherever, be sure to wear a condom.
Oh, right. Those sexy Japanese ladies in those super awesome, totally cool clubs that I totally want to go to. You need to wear a condom.
I mean, we've seen the Bamboo Palace.
Yeah,
that place
I know.
Fucking rules.
I was not being facetious. I really want to go there.
I don't know if they were talking about hostess clubs like that or some other style of thing.
I mean, they were being gross. I don't know. So those Nazis didn't know that Joe Blake is undercover, and
right.
Joe Blake.
But the guy who's like the head of the embassy there, after those guys leave, like he seems to know because he was in touch with John Smith and hands him a file about Deals. Now you're going to have to remind me, did he kill Deals? Is Deals dead? What's up with Deals?
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't remember shit. I don't know who
Deals was part of the conspiracy that was he was on Heusman's conspiracy team.
I feel like he's got to be dead, right?
He might still be out there. I'm not sure. I forget now.
No.
Anyway, yeah, so Joe Blake is given a confidential file about Deals. At the end of this episode, we see something that we see something very interesting.
They're just having a nice little lunch.
Yeah. Tagomi, Juliana, her sister Trudy, they're just chilling. And Tagomi's talking something about the I Ching and, transition. And if you can let go of the Trudy you lost, you will be liberated. And then blip.
Bloop. Trudy's gone.
Trudy is gone before their very eyes.
She probably lives in a super awesome, cool place, unlike where they are
I mean,
currently.
if she went back to normal land, which is like our timeline, then she's like back during, Cuban Missile Crisis times and all of that.
Yeah, which is super awesome, at least
Well,
for white
it's
people.
definitely better than this other thing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And that's how it ended. Trudy's gone.
Well, this Trudy's gone. How many Trudys are there?
Like probably 5, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
What else did we miss anything? I feel like we might have touched on everything.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, that's it for this episode. And good thing too, because that's all the time we have for this one.
Oh no.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us. Tune in. We'll be back with more.